exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 24th-ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Nebraska's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field.
He's going to take a shot right away. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number one, and they give up a sack on play two.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wants to return it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Michigan's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs.
Oh, he's got some space. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. And wings it incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Number 3.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. The give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Markway. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The sure hand, it's Johnson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The give to the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hunter. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Huskers have pushed it inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to Johnson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you tell maybe a little bit nervous, maybe just not starting the way they wanted to, didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together, a good response from punting last drive.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR. They just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over Sam Houston. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Got room to work. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Now the pitch. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. To the air, it's Keene. Fires to the tight end.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with them and forced the fumble.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Bonner. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
Breaks into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That brings them to within 1. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to throw on 1st down. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try the run. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. Finds his tight end. There he goes! Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the red zone, looking for a man. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Pulls it, fired, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal. And, listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
He'll field the punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now.
Turning it on! Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Using his feet to buy time. QB got it himself. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Tight end now in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They're working that left side. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Cornhuskers will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Zips it out to his man. And they're able to get him down.
But when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for room, it's Haynes. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Catch in the middle. It's Morgan. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him somewhat.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run it from the gun. Past the first down marker and still running. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down for this offense. To the air, it's Raiola. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. On the move and looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Oh, they're after him. That's caught. It's Barney. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. Now on first down from the 43. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. He slides that just inside the right upright. It's now a 15-7 game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
And the Huskers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll... at the 16. So here comes the Michigan offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Dropping back, it's Keene. Grabbed over the middle, it's McCulley. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Key. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Quarterback on the keeper. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Speeding down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Michigan. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up 14 over Sam Houston. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with him. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Key. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Hunter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Line getting set on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Cornhuskers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Bonner. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass, it's Raiola. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of...
There he goes! That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have...
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout.
Turning it on! Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Keene. Bought a little time, lets it go. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got it in the middle. It's crease court. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sure hands. It's McCulley. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
From the gun, give on the inside.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moves to change impossible.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Caught near the sticks, it's Barney. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's key. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He got it.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Looking for a man. It's Keene. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Simpson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line, it's Morgan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Got it in the middle. It's McCulley. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll take it himself. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Great place to start for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Keene. Pulls it in, it's Moore. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's a great way to start this drive. Listen, we understand the situation. We need a touchdown, we need a two-point conversion, but you can't get all of that on one play. Stay consistent, plenty of time still left on the clock. Dink and dunk if you need to. Take what the defense gives you.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the two late. They'll go to the air. He makes the grab for the two, and he ties the game here in the fourth.
And that's a big two-point conversion right here by this offense. They needed that. We got a tie football game. This is what we always want every week, right? A great game down the stretch in the second half, so we don't have to hear anything about Palmer's hair or makeup. We just watch football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Makes the grab, it's Barney. All the way out to the 37-yard line, it's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. fires to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Quick completion on the out. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Try to barge their way in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Power ahead. Touchdown, Michigan! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Here's a throw downfield late. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Huskers.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
And it's good, and we're tied in the fourth quarter. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
He'll pitch it. Breaks into the open. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Morgan. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. The toss to the right. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
I get it. It wasn't going to be a positive play. You weren't going to get a lot of yards, but I'd love to see you stick it up in there and hit somebody and finish the play with some physicality and at least pick up 1 or 2.
As long as you don't lose the football. It's already a bad play, just don't make things worse.
Coach Rick used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
To the air. It's Key. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense sets the tone right off the jump. Great job executing. This is exactly why you want to play defense first and not giving up yards, forcing a long field goal.
They'll go for it on 4th and long, trying to keep the drive alive in OT. On 4th down, going to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got an open man. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT. The big tight end always
tight ends have evolved so much in football. Man, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for you.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.